This is the new filing from Special Counsel Jack Smith. It's massive, 165 pages, and in it, federal prosecutors argue that Trump's alleged crimes were done in his private capacity, not as president, which is why they're urging the judge to allow this case to move forward.
The charges all relate to actions taken by former President Donald Trump following his election loss in 2020, culminating in the January 6 attack on the Capitol. Prosecutors arguing that Trump resorted to crimes in an attempt to stay in power. This case was turned on its head in July when the Supreme Court ruled that presidents should get immunity for official acts taken as president. But in this filing, prosecutors are trying to convince the judge that the alleged crimes were private, writing in part, although the defendant was the incumbent president during the charged conspiracies, his scheme was fundamentally a private one. The prosecutors argue that Trump leaned on his then vice president, Mike Pence, pushing him to stand in the way of the official counting of electoral votes on January 6. Prosecutors also arguing that Trump used a steady stream of disinformation to, quote, inflame and motivate the large and angry crowd on January 6. On Truth Social, Trump blasted the filing as election interference, writing in part, Trump is dominating the election cycle, leading in the polls, and the radical Democrats throughout the deep state are totally freaking out. This entire case is a partisan, unconstitutional witch hunt that should be dismissed entirely, just like the Florida case was dismissed.
Now, this October surprise could impact the election if it changes voter impressions of former President Donald Trump. That being said, the case is not expected to go to trial before Election Day, and if Trump wins in November, he could quickly instruct his Justice Department to dismiss the charges. Reporting here in Washington, this is Koslof, Spectrum News.